Okay, so back. Big question right now is the GoPro still... I'm going to stop right here so we can find out together. I contacted a friend I have up here from church, and he was nice enough to go rescue the GoPro from the corner of the lot. I was shocked that it was still there. And then he put it in the back of my truck. I didn't know if that really improved anything, but it was really nice of him. Let's find out together. Other than that, just a cursory glance, everything looks pretty much the same. You know it's been bone dry up here. There's not a drop of water in there. Stand is there, and oh my gosh, it's still here. Wow, I have misjudged my fellow man. Jason, thank you so much. That is huge. I decided I'm just going to sit down and chill for a minute. I tend to get here and just start sprinting, and you know, I'll tell you, wear yourself out mentally and physically. I got the car swapped. Someday I'll be able to put the Scion on that, but right now it is way too loose and deep and it would get stuck. I'm nervous every time I put Jim's truck on there as it is, but that's the work area because it needs to be close to where, where's my finger? Where everything's going down here so that I'm not constantly having to run back and forth in this path to, you know, cut, adjust, and whatever else. Oh, first, I want to break to show you this cool event that happened on the drive up. So I don't like to take you guys with me on these road trips anymore because it's frankly boring. I'm just going to record a quick segment here. My lovely Scion is about to go over into 200,000 miles, which is a pretty big deal. Reaching middle age, we're getting old together. I love it. Yeah, we usually make a fairly big deal of this sort of thing in my family. We've had quite a few cars do this. Witnessing this auspicious occasion is my myopic friend, the propane tank. Kids, don't try this at home. You're not supposed to drive with a propane tank in your car. Up until a second ago, I had all the windows down, so I'm gonna stop this and roll the windows back down and wait 8 miles. I got a Blizzard for the occasion, so we're just gonna sit here and watch it happen. Hey, welcome to middle age. Your AARP card is in the mail. Welcome back. Wasn't that cool? 200,000 miles. That's crazy. Seems like just a decade and a half ago that my truck passed that threshold. But yeah, so I've got the Scion unloaded, which was top priority because that propane tank, propane is heavier than air, so if that thing had a leak, that propane could just sort of ooze down and pool at the, you know, feet of my car's, you know, footwells, and then, you know, if for some reason I suddenly take up smoking and drop an ash right there, I'm gonna be blown to hell as a brand new smoker and as an idiot. Fortunately, today's in the 60s. I drove the whole way with my windows down. As you saw, it was nice and seatbelted next to me, so it was upright. Probably only a quarter tank full, but it's probably also about 20 years old. The cool thing with having that Jackery is I get to cook for myself up here now, so I brought the cooler because that thing can power the cooler. I was going somewhere with that. Oh, that's why I brought the the propane, so I can cook for myself. Behind my shoulder there, you see my very fancy camping stove. That'll stay here. That'll become my phase 1 temporary kitchen. My phase 2 temporary kitchen is a little bigger Coleman stove. I'm not much of a cook. I need a refrigerator way more than an oven. Baby steps. I'm already behind schedule according to the awesome schedule that my research assistant drew up for me. It says right now, that I should be tarping materials up and getting ready to head back to my friend's house, which is a 2-hour drive. So that's not going to happen. I told him I'm going to be late today. So I am going to head into town. I got to get the truck checked out because the check engine light came on. So I want to make sure that's something I can safely ignore. Head deeper into town to buy everything, like everything. Because tomorrow we start bright and early building walls, which is flipping awesome. Well, not everything. I'll save the roof and like the door stuff for later dates. My roof panels don't show up till Tuesday. Today's Saturday. Hope everybody had a happy Halloween and a safe Halloween. It was very cool, pleasant outside. Me and my wife and daughter sat there on the corner and watched like 8 people show up. Some heavy foot traffic there, but we enjoyed doing it. So, all right, I'm gonna get busy. Well, I'm calling it a night. According to the list, I didn't achieve my goal for today, but that's okay. I got a lot of fudge factor built in. And I've got like 3 days of fudge factor built into the overall schedule, so I'm not stressing over it. I got most of the lumber from Lowe's. Didn't get anything for the roof, basically. Figure that's a good thing for next trip. Don't want to jinx myself. But I got everything to do the walls, including the LP Smart Siding. I went with that instead of the T111. It looks the same, but the LP Smart Siding has actually got a much longer, it's got a 50-year warranty on it, which is bonkers. And it's only 3/8 of an inch, which is insane. So it's really light. I'm assuming that degrades the R value for insulation, but we'll find out. But anyways, it withstands weather and bugs better than T111. So that's great, because we got both. So anyways, I didn't touch the floor. I was gonna try to do the steel mesh tonight, but obviously I ran out of sunlight. So that'll be my first thing tomorrow. At some point I'm gonna have to just come here with like a really good microphone so you can get all the noises that this place makes, not including all those, sounds like Enos and the Dukes of Hazzards are going at it again. Like there's some crazy bugs and birds and just neat nature stuff here. Anyways, heading out. I'll see you tomorrow. We're taking a little detour today off State Road 40. I didn't know they had so many aliens. I only remember seeing one. But this is a place I used to drive by when I would come see my kids at University of Florida. I want to come find the alien statue, see how much it is. But I thought I'd bring you guys with me. I just want to get the full, look at that dragon. That's awesome. Oh, love to get that. Nope, you can keep your camel. Love this bear. Oh. There we go. Love it. So much terracotta stuff. Steelworks. Yeah, there's Don Quixote. Or if he comes with a windmill. There we go.
This room especially, you'll see fabrication artists reclaim empty 55-gallon steel oil drums and turn them into handcrafted works of art.
I walked right past him. I'd love to get that. Wow, it's actually metal. And dinosaurs. And elephants. I'd kill for that. So those aliens are $800 a piece. And that's pretty much the inventory there. Just those are unpainted. So something to think about. Hope you enjoyed the little excursion to the Barberville Lawn Art Emporium. That was cool. Obviously that got me here a little later than my plan was, but that's fine. Loads of time. I need to go do some stuff like put the tarp up there because as you can see it's pretty sunny and I'm not working under this. Let me go do some prep work while you enjoy the lost footage from the abandoned GoPro. The footage includes me abandoning the GoPro. I'm going to own up to what I did and make sure I highlight that. So, see you in a minute. Yes, I'm technically on the job, but I'm also taking a break. I want you guys to appreciate just how difficult it is for a Mike-sized dude to get into a not so Mike-sized dude hole. Makes me really want to reconsider that 24 inches on center thing, because I'd fit right into there. I'm laying this mesh. Yeah, we're on day 2, by the way, and I haven't even started on the walls. Laying this mesh, and it has to go up against the beam and then up against there. And, you know, there's not even a hang loose handspan under there. And I tried squeezing my, you know, self underneath there, and it just didn't work. So I rolled it up, and I'm just kind of forcing my way through. And it's working. It just takes a little effort to get in and out of here. So I suspect this is all I'm going to get done today. And that's fine, because after the foundation, I know we've heard this before, it's going to go quick. But that trick never works. This time for sure. Yep, I'm still putzing around just to keep myself from having to unsqueeze out of this hole. Wish me luck. I'm also getting dogged by one of those longhorn beetle-y things. When I identified them, I should have found out if they have teeth or if they just make a really horrible noise and freak people out. Anyways, back to work. So I'm going off mic for a second because I'm kind of in a time crunch, but you'll see how little sun there is. Daylight savings time is over. It's 3:40. The sun is well behind those trees. I'm somehow still getting 17 watts out of this thing. This thing is magical. Absolutely freaking magical. Man. Okay, so we got all the mesh in. I don't know how much time I really allotted myself to do this, but holy crap. And I can't think of a better way to do it. I know we don't have a huge audience, but if anybody there has a suggestion, by all means, comment. Obviously, it would have been easier had I not filled in the dirt so I could actually slide under there and just go bzz, bzz, bzz. But holy freak, that was impossible. So now we're gonna hopefully get all the insulation put in so I can screw the floor down and at least be done with the foundation. Getting to work. So we got the first half of the floor insulated, and I'm going to assume that's my battery. That's what I get for leaving you out here by yourself. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and look at it. It's all bespeckled. Yeah, I'm going to make sure I don't forget it. I'm going to put it right here, sticking out like a sore thumb. And if for some reason I do forget you, at least you're covered. But anyways, yeah, this stuff actually goes in pretty quick, but I'm just fighting sunlight right now. Being off daylight savings kind of sucks. It's 5:15 and it's pretty dark. But I wanted you to see just how, I mean, holy crap, this stuff gets everywhere. So winter wonderland here. See if I can get this to work here. Yeah. See how high res that is. And of course I look awesome. So anyways, I'm going to button up. It's been a productive day. I'm 2 days behind, but that's okay. I'll be honest, I'm eating away at my fudge factor. So I'm hoping that tomorrow is a big day. The only problem is tomorrow I have to work, like, you know, my job. I'm only working during lunch and after hours, which is like an hour of, nope, like 45 minutes of daylight. We'll see. Okay, now I'm panicked. Still gonna button up. Okay, we're all buttoned up for the night. All the snow-covered tools are put away. All the power-producing things, which were awesome, were put away. I gotta say, those 2 Jackeries, I had my little Jackery running it was full-time powering my Bluetooth speaker and sort of jukebox iPhone. And that thing only went down 2% all day. Big Jackery 1000, that was running the refrigerator all day. It was charging for maybe, I don't know, the last 4 hours, and it got down to 70-something%. So, but it was a game changer having cold water all day long. And I like diced up some boiled yams and brought them, and I can just eat those. It's freaking crazy. Haven't gotten fast food once this whole time. So yeah, happy with the way things are going. Yeah, I'm behind, but that's okay. Everything that I did today needed to be done, and it just took longer than I expected. But I'm gonna hit the road. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning, day 3. Got here nice and early today so I can get a little work done before the work day starts. Yeah, I'm all set up. I got the solar deployed. I love being able to say that. Right now that's in shade. I'm gonna go nice and slow so I don't give anybody motion sickness. And it turns out that nice big, I think it's a willow oak, but I'm not sure. That nice big tree that we intentionally kept is my sun blocker for this early in the morning for the majority of the day. That's a good place for sun. Obviously I could put it out here and it'd be sunny for a lot longer, but then my refrigerator would be in the sun too, and I don't need that. And I kind of go there to sit there and take a drink in the shade, and it's worth it. So yeah, I'm gonna finish the insulation on the floor so that I can get going on the walls. Beautiful day. I think it's like maybe the low 60s right now. Working weather. Talk to you later. So I just wanted to kind of show you my awesome power setup here. So I've got my ridiculously high quality, high fidelity system there that one of my kids gave me, being powered off the Jackery and this old iPhone 10. I think I talked about this yesterday. And I didn't even bother charging this Jackery last night. But it turns out this does accept the solar panels, which is awesome. It helped me troubleshoot a problem with the solar panels. They don't sell this with a solar panel, so I was wondering, like normally I just plug the cigarette lighter in here. Whew, that's huge. And then over here is the solar panels. It's running the cooler. Right now it's charging 2 tool batteries, which is what makes this so flippin' huge. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can see that. There we go. So there's no sun out, so the 25 watts right now, it's definitely in a net loss scenario, but when the sun comes out, that'll get better and the battery packs will be charged. Okay, so we got the insulation in. Cool thing about this stuff being so rigid is in other videos like Bush Radical and folks like that, where they did, you know, normal like Pink Panther batting stuff, they had to put furring strips down there and like a 1/4 inch plywood to keep it from sinking down. This stuff is so rigid and it cuts so perfectly that it's not going anywhere. So that saved me a lot of time and frustration. So I'm happy with this. So now I get to secure the plywood on and start building walls. Super excited. This is a big step. I know it took a long time, had to be done. This is just to help the air conditioning, you understand, and to have no drafts come from up below. Last night it got 48 degrees here. Even that's not that big of a deal. It gets sometimes below freezing, but not a lot. Anyways, I realized we're just staring at insulation. So this is a relatively new and unused skill saw, Black & Decker. Whoop. 20 volt. And I would expect one of these batteries to last through, like when I cut all of those floor joists, I did that on one battery, but when I cut those insulation, which is just styrofoam, man, I went through 2 of these batteries and it kept getting like stuck. Brand new blade. I know the blade didn't specifically say good for styrofoam, but I figured, hey, I can use a butter knife to cut through this. Well, I guess I should have brought my butter knife. Interesting. Physics. Anyways, I'm gonna get to work. All right, so the floor is in, like officially in. As you can see on the side there, it's got the construction adhesive in and everything. So even if I wanted to bring it up, well, I could, but it would be real messy. Now, before I start on the walls, when I was putting the foundation in, I started running short of my Simpson strong tie 1.5 inches. So these. And so I just put spacks in there, which are fine. And it's probably enough because, I mean, they got the lag bolt. But I'm going to go through and replace those with actual Simpson strong ties, just so I can say we did everything to get up to code. And then I'll start on the walls. This is exciting stuff. Nice and solid. I'm tap dancing, you just can't see it because I can't tap dance. Man, look at the size of this freaking stake that code says I need to use for framing. My goodness, I'm gonna probably pre-drill because I don't see that knot splitting wood. That's a normal God-fearing screw right there compared to this freaking beast. Good heavens, man. It's just massive. Huh. All right, well, let's get some walls up. I got my first 2 bottom plates and my first 2 top plates. I'm just gonna make sure that they're all 96 inches. I figure it's good to start with something being even, right? Yes, nice, awesome. That one is 96. So is that. All right, so it's the treated wood that's off. Piece of crap. Just the foundation of the whole bloody wall system. You can't hear it, but when I drop things on this, all of the metal grid shakes. It sounds like a snare drum, or at least reverb. So I'm going to be doing triple studs on all the corners, just because I started doing this overkill. Why not finish it? Oh, that's crazy and a little awkward and kind of pisses me off. You know, you kind of expect nominal size wood to all be the same wrong height. So this is 3 5/8. That's 3 1/2. Like, gosh, I love it when it does crap like this. Whatever. I don't have any kind of a That's not perfect, but I just want to get the first one in. Something I realized I didn't do, I'm going to take care of now. I didn't mark 16 inches on center with the top and the bottom plate. So let's do that right now. Gotta be sure to check what is the YouTube legal crap about having music playing in the background. Now we'll mark 3/4 of an inch on either side. Nope. I don't know why I didn't just do it with a freaking good tape measure when I had it out. Instead of that 3D printed, hey, one of those helicopter things. I'm doing the 3/4 inch mark on either side of the 16 inch on center, so I know exactly where to line up the sides of the 2x4. I know we've talked about that before, but I have no way of knowing if you people actually watch this stuff. And just in the slim chance that one of my kids is watching and can learn something from this, that'd be slick. No, this is tiring on the back. Whoa. That's my battery. This is very satisfying. Oh, I say that right as one doesn't. Nope, nope, that fit. Nice. All right, let's get these things drilled in. Ouch. Who stuck that concrete pillar there? Well, the first wall is framed. I think I'm going to put some blocking in. This wall has no windows or anything. This is the one that the shower, sink, and toilet are going to be up against, so no need for windows. Yeah, I'm going to take a break. I'm kind of pooped. And frankly, I need my battery charging to catch up with the effort required to put in these beastly structural screws. Blocking is not going to get structural screws. It's going to get those God-fearing 3-inchers, just regular old deck mates. Oh boy. Okay. All right, so I got all the blocking in between the studs. So this wall is officially framed. So I'm gonna just put the house wrap on it and then start putting on the LP smart siding. Getting close. So I'm leaving about a foot over the edge because I'm not gonna wrap the whole thing all at once. Just because we've got, this is kind of an iffy square building here, so I want to make sure, like, I'm going to stand it up with the LP smart siding on it so it's as guaranteed square as possible, which means I'm doing one side at a time. And of course you start at the bottom because water rolls downhill. Dude, these staples suck. Not one of them's gone in straight. What the heck? All right, switch to a different staple. Not much better. All right, got the wall wrap on. Time for the LP smart siding, and I say that like it's nothing, but I have to unload some 2x4 first, so that'll take a second. But, oh, that's right. Huh. Boy, I'm dumb. What in what's going on here? All right, well, somehow this wall got out of square, so I'm going to go ahead and raise it just as is and then secure it and ratchet it over. And I'm using ratchet in the loosest of terms because I guess I do have a come along. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Prepare for massive edits as I curse my way through what's about to happen. Oh, ha. Maybe I should get the big tent out of the way. So I put 2 pieces of wood at the end so it doesn't just push over, and I have this little fella here to hopefully prop things up. And of course I'm standing up on the tall part. All right, let's see how this works. I've only ever seen this on TV. Kids, definitely try this at home. Well, not at our home. At your own homes when you're, anyways. Yeah. One large step for Mike Kind. I don't know how this is gonna go. I just need to get my feet under me. Booyah! And that's what a freaking wall looks like. Not only is this a wall, it's also a really good sail. I feel the wind catching it. Whoa. Okay. I need to give this a little lean just so I can go get my screw. Oh, that's a hammer. Well, not perfect, but this is temporary. Bloody wall. Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna put another one of those on the other side. My time-lapse camera is looking at a big Lowe's advertisement right now. Somehow that's good. I wonder if the blocking threw it off. I don't know, let's get some anchors in. Out of screws. The ability to charge these is monumentally awesome. I would have gone through my little Jackery already because I've recharged the saw twice and I'm on my 4th charge of these. This is huge. But the coolest thing was, and I'm picking my words carefully when I say coolest, that GoPro 5 QB thing session, it overheated. Like it was just not responding. The light was on full red and it was burning hot. So I put it in the refrigerator. It cooled right down. That works. Just in case that's the only wall I get up today, it's not going anywhere. All right, I got to figure out some stuff. Be back. Well. So I thought the ground was firm enough over here to bring the truck around. So I needed to back it up in line with this wall so that I could attach it to the top, attach a ratchet to it and go, because the wall's not square. Well, I got the truck stuck. So I've got no truck. I still don't have a square wall. As my younger kids would say, I'm cooked. And the sun's going to go down about a half hour, so I think I'm done. I'll call AAA tomorrow, I suppose, and hopefully they can save me from my freaking stupidity. I guess the ground wasn't ready. Certainly not for me to do a 3-point turn. So, phew, what a letdown. I thought I was going to get a freaking wall up today, like completely up. Nope. And it was definitely like my suspicion. It was when I put these blocking things in, it kind of tweaked the wall. So it does move, it just doesn't stay in place. So I need hook the truck up to it with a ratchet, pull it that way, have it hold it while I screw it into place. Anyways, I'm going to clean up. All right, all packed up. I've secured the walls best I can. Put all the other LP smart siding back in the truck. Can you call it a truck if it doesn't move? Maybe a fruit stand, like I said before. I will admit to being a little freaking discouraged. I was finally getting going on these bloody walls. I'm going to go recover. It'll be fine. I'm going to try to hit the Habitat for Humanity restore on the way home to see if I can just see what's there. Nice sunset though. Oh, look, the sunset's over the stuck truck. See you tomorrow.